All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming with you with the end of night slow draft picks for our eliminator slows, and so many of you, I'm sure, watch the Toxic Tower. Many of you, I'm sure, who watch this eventually are watching the Toxic Tower as I'm starting to talk about this. And they had Nez on tonight. They're having Nez on. That's what's happening right now, and they're finishing up a Bad Rose Brawls, and they did BBM. And they had two teams where they're drafting Colston Loveland and talking up Colston Loveland with all this crap. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of this Loveland nonsense. So I'm going to say my piece about Loveland again. And we're gonna have a great time. I know I'm gonna need Loveland. I know I'm gonna need Laporta. What's it called, box score. There's probably a better way to do this. Obviously, amateur streamer, but it's just crazy. Like, you're looking at Colston Loveland last season. He is like, unless you're only looking at games after Christmas, like, how can you be ignoring this? 5 targets, 5 targets, 5 targets, 6 targets, 5 targets, 4 targets, 4 targets, 7 targets. Ooh, that was a great game against the Bengals. I'll give you had a great game, one great game before Christmas. 5 targets, 4 targets, 3 targets, 3 targets, 2 targets, 1 target. I mean, that's not a tight end profile that we're drafting in the 4th round of drafts. That's not a tight end profile that we're drafting in the 5th round of drafts. So I need Laporta's box scores, and I need Tyler Warren up here as well. Give me, yeah, sure. I'll take profile below reference. Because I need the from 24, I think. No, 23. So we're looking at another beautiful tight end in a Ben Johnson offense, rookie tight end. I don't see any 2 or 1 target games. Now, there were some injury concerns at the beginning of the year. Sure, I can understand that. That's pretty reasonable to be pointing at and saying, hey, he was a little bit injured early in the year. But by mid-season, Laporta is getting 11 targets, 7 targets, 10 targets, a couple of games with 5 targets, 8 targets, 9 targets for 140 and a touchdown, 6 targets but 3 touchdowns against Denver. And then in the playoffs, I wouldn't say super similar playoff games, because obviously 15 targets for 137 is really nice. But 11 targets for 65 is not bad. Like, let's be so for real. That's not terrible. 13 targets for 9 receptions, 97 yards. Didn't get a touchdown, but that's still really, really good. And you see what happens next year? He just falls off a cliff. 5 targets, 3 targets, 2 targets, 4 targets, 1 target, 2 targets. Like, just 726 yards and 7 touchdowns is not going to be cutting it. Like, if we get Laporta's stat line next year for Colston Loveland, like, it is awful. And Laporta's a good prospect and a good player and had a better year than Colston Loveland. Like, it's wild to me that we're drafting this guy in the 4th round. Like, Tyler, intents and purposes, over the course of the year, a better full year. A better year. He had more targets, I believe. Let me make sure I'm not lying. Yeah, not even close. Including the playoffs. He had more targets. He had more targets in the regular season than Colston Loveland had in the regular season and playoffs. Let me make sure I'm right on this. More receptions in the regular season than Colston Loveland had in the playoffs and in the regular season. Not more yards. But that's more games for Loveland to hit that. And, the touchdowns are what? 6 to 4? Yeah, sure. Whatever. 6 to 4. Like, why are these guys going at completely separate, like, 2 rounds between them? Like, it's absurd. I think that Colston Loveland probably is a better pick than Tyler Warren if they had the same ADP. Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm a little bit more in the eliminator when they're like a half a round to a round apart versus in BPM where I'm seeing it being taken at the 4.1. 4.1's absurd for a player with this profile. It's absurd. It's crazy. I can't. It actually makes me mad a little bit that people think that this is something that is reasonable to be pushing this guy out. And it makes me even more mad that it looks like I'm going to be wrong about this because Burden's going to be out and they're going to have to funnel those targets somewhere. And Loveland is certainly a reasonable receiving tight end. Like, it's just, it's frustrating, dude. Like, it's frustrating. And I don't understand. I don't understand it. Luther Burden, sure, is not Amon-Ra St. Brown. Is, in my mind, a better receiver than Jameson Williams, but let's put him in, like, a reasonably same bucket. Like, if Burden ascends and really can be that Amon-Ra role, and you have, Swift and Monungai, two very decent running backs that aren't going to be quite as great as Gibbs and Montgomery, but can certainly influence, take away passing game snaps and roll in the way. Like, this is just, I know we warn against pattern match, but it's so clear to me that we're just going to be set up for disappointment with Colston Loveland as long as Luther Burden is healthy and ascends in a reasonable way. Like, Luther Burden is going to be that Amon-Ra role, and he's going to be great at it. Like, if he's healthy and in his right mind and can do it, because Luther Burden's a great talent. Rome is going to be a target drawing receiver, and you're just not, when you have those two profiles, you're just not really, you don't care that much about making sure that your tight end gets fed. Like, it'll happen some games when it works out in the game plan, but you can't be prioritizing Colston Loveland when you got two really good first round wide receivers on both sides of him. Like, you just can't be doing that. Like, and Ben Johnson's not stupid. Like, he's going to know what's going on. He's going to know that he has to prioritize receivers that are doing good things over Colston Loveland, who's just, like, kind of there. Like, I don't know, dude. Yeah. And, I mean, you're looking at Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren just doesn't have target competition this year. I mean, if we're having problems with Downs, we're having problems with Pierce. Like, your target competition is Ashton Doolin. Like, come on, man. Tyler Warren is primed to go off and be an awesome tight end at a fraction of the cost. A fraction of the cost. It's just, I don't get it. Like, we are literally looking at 4-game sample size, Colston Loveland, and people saying, yes, if he plays every game like he's played after Christmas, if he's getting 10-plus targets a game, he absolutely should be going where he's going and should be going higher. But there's no reason to believe that. There's no reason to believe that. That he just suddenly became him after Christmas, like that is his fucking Christmas wish, that Santa just dropped in and made him like suddenly the best tight end that the NFL has ever seen, or like seen since Gronk. Like, no, he's not that guy. Like, he's just not that guy, pal. And so, like, I swear to God, this is absolutely clippable material. This is someone shows this to me in week 4 after Colston Loveland has a 100-yard game with 2 touchdowns. Like, someone just posts that to me in some sort of chat or whatever. But I so strongly, I so completely believe this with all my body that it's wild to see people that I respect, like a lot of people that I respect that have really, really good takes, just go insane over something that just feels so clear to me is just such a bad idea. Like, did they just not believe in Luther Burden? Did they just not believe in Rome being, like, at least acceptable? Like, is that what's going on? Do people just think that the receivers are complete ass? Like, I don't think so, because people are drafting them highly. People are touting Luther Burden. People are touting Rome Odunze. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, dude. It's going to be so funny when, like, some bullshit happens. Like, I don't know, Keenan Allen signs with the Bears or some like, nonsense. And this is all just, like, mute. But, and I really hope this Luther Burden groin thing isn't a huge thing. Because more than I like winning money, I like being right. And a great way to be wrong about this is Luther Burden getting hurt. So, yeah. I mean, I have more fire if people want to poker prod on this to me ever. I will make the bear case on Colston Loveland so many times, so clearly into the ether. Like, I don't care if nobody watches. I don't care if people aren't listening to me. I don't care if people keep pushing Loveland off the board. I'm going to keep making this case because I want it, because I know at the end of the season, like, I really feel that I'm going to be right about this, and it's going to be so good going to people and being like, oh, yeah, Colston Loveland, yeah. Remember who actually, like, thought that he was going to be kind of bad? Like, when everyone thought that he was going to be the best, the second coming of Gronk. Maybe you should think. Maybe you should understand what's going on. Maybe you should not just index on small samples and hopes and dreams, basically. Like, it's wild, man. It's wild what people are doing with this guy. Like, man, I really, I do not get it. I feel like after this rant, I like have to go in and move him down the ranks. Like, it doesn't matter where he is in the ranks. He has to move down after I just have like a 15-minute soliloquy just calling this guy ass. Yeah, this is the sort of nonsense why I'm not streaming fast drafts anymore. It's like getting logged out of Underdog randomly in the middle of the stream. Just doesn't work with fast drafts. Man, it's crazy, dude. It's legitimately crazy. All right. You working? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what you wanted to say. It's just. Man, I'm so in on Tyler Warren though. Like, you have no idea how in on Tyler Warren I am. All right, the Eliminator. Let's see. Where do we have Loveland? We have Loveland right ahead of Adunze. Yeah, that's too much distance between him and Tyler Warren. First off, Tyler Warren needs to go. I think the actual answer is Tyler Warren just needs to go out. Like, I can't. Like, Tyler Warren may just be like here. Probably not above the running backs. Yeah, he's like there. And I think I've been respecting ADP in the market, keeping Loveland ahead of Odunze. I'm just moving him behind Odunze. Like, if you ask me my heart of hearts who's going to score more fantasy points this year, Rome Odunze or Colston Loveland, my answer is Rome Odunze. So yeah, I'm not being beholden to the best ball cabal, to these fake thought leaders. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. And we can move Rome up a little bit. And I actually like where Burden is, especially after the injury news. That's fine. But save, please. Thank you. Yeah. It's just straight comedy what people are doing with Burden. Like, I really hope he's fine. I really hope Burden's fine. I really hope it's going to be fine. Dude. All right. What do we got here? Oh, so great. Yeah. All right. So now that we've got that rant done, now that we've gotten the ranks sort of set up, we're still waiting for a lot of these like first picks. I may just pop 10. I want to make sure that I'm not getting super behind. Maybe I'll just pop like 6 more. And we'll make some picks. We'll stop ranting about Colston Loveland in the state of the slappies indicating on small sample size, and we'll go to actually making picks and talking about picks. So, like we were talking about this morning, the schedule stuff I think is really important, and Baltimore's schedule just looks so nice, especially compared to Miami's schedule. We have a later bye. So I'm really happy to just be getting a bag of Derrick Henry here. Just an absolute bag. of them. I think that's what we need. So I take him here. Yeah, that feels good. That brings me joy. All right, we took Bijan. My ranks say grab Brees Hall. Psychic says grab Javonte Williams. You know, I need to update those rankings. Javonte needs to be higher. Javonte needs to be higher than Brees Hall. I think that's literally the only thing that needs to change. Not the only thing that needs to change in the rankings. The rankings are still a little stale. But I think I really do enjoy Javonte over Brees Hall. Just in this contest in general. Call it me leaning into the schedule thing even more. But yeah, that feels pretty good. We got a yeah, sure. We'll keep going with the Detroit guys. The early season schedule feels really good, and I need to fix this GSN Amon-Ra stuff. So we'll keep on that roll. Man, this is annoying. Oh crap! Tower stream came back in my ears. Whoopsies. Yeah, good. Then now, looking nice. Yeah, people are gonna love this video when they come back to this. People are gonna love this. I would love watching this content. This is man, love seeing people be pissed. Yeah, we'll grab JJ here. I am legitimately considering taking Derrick Henry. I'm not gonna lie. No, I should take Justin Jefferson. I'd take JJ. Yeah, if I was like way overweight, JJ, maybe I'd consider something else. But no. We need to get more Justin Jefferson in our life. We're here in the 5th round. Okay, so Colston Loveland win at 52, and Tyler Warren's going at 61. Yeah, that's still too much difference for me. We have. Excuse me, that's not my team. So we have Neighbors, Bowers, Bucky, and CMC. Yeah, Jenkins seems like a good fit here over Travion. Travion's still the RB2 on the team. If there was a Travion team, this would be like the style of team that I want Travion on. But yeah, I mean, Quinshon is just like way ahead of anyone else in my ranks, and I think for good reason. That feels nice. 1.9, we're getting to continue to load up on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Feels good, man. Feels good to get good offenses with easy schedules early in the season. That feels nice, even though we have to take an early bye to make it work. We'll gladly do it. Gladly do it. At the 1.4, getting Jamar Chase, absolutely. Miss me with this week 11 bye nonsense. Don't want to have to think about it. So I'm not going to have to think about it. Feels freaking good, man. We got Amon-Ra went, so yeah. No, I'm gonna listen to my rankings. Yeah, CD Lamb, Ashton GT is good. It's a good pick. I have him above ADP, but I want to get a bag of these good players on good offenses that have easy schedules. So I mean, Vegas has got an easy schedule too, but not quite as easy. So yeah, definitely Bowers here. I'm gonna sneeze. So you're welcome for that. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. And Chase Brown missed me with that shit. Yeah, give me Brock Bowers. Wild that Hampton isn't even close to the psychic. Yeah, give me Bowers. Give me Bowers every day of the week, twice on Sundays. The Jonathan Taylor ranking is probably the one where it's a little bit interesting. But again, he doesn't have an easy schedule. You know who has an easy schedule? Who's going to be scoring some fantasy points? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nice and early. Early and often. That's all you can ask for in this contest. Score fantasy points early, score them often. And for that, you need good matchups, and you need good players, and you need good teams. Henry, Etienne, Lamb. Yeah, let's take Jacobs. I mean, we're a little worried about the groin, I guess, but like, it's so far out. He'll be fine. Like he better be fine. I can't imagine him not being fine. Yeah, we're gonna have Jacobs there. Already getting the next person. We got these people. These people are hungry. Already taking another pick. Like wild, absolutely wild. I forgot to make sure that everything is going all right with this stream. Many such cases. Ooh, internet's kind of shit, but whatever. It says Tootin. I say Judkins. This is not a Judkins team just because of bye weeks. So it's Tootin versus Irving. This is actually a tough one. This one is actually kind of difficult, I will say. Just a little bit difficult. But yeah, I think I will. I think I'll take Tootin. It just like shores up the exposure, makes things a little bit more standard. Because I like Tootin. Like I don't want to be super underweight Tootin. I don't want to be anywhere close to super underweight Tootin. I want to be, if I have the option, I would prefer to be overweight Tootin. But whatever. If I have to be just average Tootin because people are just chasing him up the fucking board, like whatever, that's fine. I'll live. So coming back with the Bichon pick, wild to take Jeremiah Love. There, wild. Yeah, no, I'm taking Nico Collins, thank you. And then if I have to take not George Pickens, I'd probably take Trey McBride or Rashee Rice. If both the running backs go, both the running backs go. But I want Nico Collins. Give me a good receiver, please. Like, hell yeah. Yeah, I ain't taking James Cook. Not with that early season schedule. We'll take Justin Jefferson. And hope we get Henry or Walker. Yeah. Now these other picks are probably the most boring, I would say. If you're from like being able to think about things perspective. Because a lot of it is just going, okay, this is what the room gave me and taking it. Like you have a lot less agency for these picks. Like as the drafts get later, we're going to have a lot more interesting thoughts and discussions, I think. So that's why I think for these early ones, I'm having specific things that I'm like, I want to talk about this as we're as I'm talking through things. Like I want to be having discussions about like scheduling, schedule stuff this morning or tonight. Like just why? Yeah, I'm excited to bring people on. Like my hope, actually, I'm gonna reach out to people. I'm gonna like Twitter DM some people and say anyone who wants to have an argument with me on Colston Loveland, more than welcome to. Like, I will invite you on stream. I will come on your stream and I will rant about Colston Loveland, whatever. Because I kind of want my mind to be changed, but we're not at a point where my mind is going to be changed right now. Like. People's arguments are not changing my mind right now. Like, oh my gosh, he was a top 10 pick. Cool. He's competing against a first-round wide receiver and a second-round wide receiver. I often forget that Luther Burden was not a first-round wide receiver. I will say that I think that is something that I see. He is a second round receiver, right? I forgot. Like this is something I should know. Like let's be honest. Yeah, early second rounder, but like, he's been so good, and he's going to continue to be good. Like, and the team is saying that he's going to be in the Amon-Ra role, and like Ben Johnson knows what he wants. He knows how he's doing his offense better than we do, and just trust him. I don't know what to say past that. My ranks say Tet or Waddle. Psychic says get yourself a running back. I think I will disagree with my own rankings, but only to take Waddle over Tet, because I think Waddle should be ahead of Tet. At least in this moment, I feel Waddle and Tet need to switch. Yeah. And not just for that job. Like a better team, probably a better receiver. Yeah. Absolutely, I'll take Puka Nacua here at 5. Yeah. No, like this. That felt pretty good. Like felt pretty relaxed. I'm so tempted to just try doing another fast and just like hope that it works. Because like I do like the fasts. I do miss the fast. I might like worst case scenario, I just throw $10 down the drain, right? Like that is the worst thing that could happen is I just throw $10. You know what? Fuck it. We'll be done before midnight. If it fills reasonably quickly, let's try fast draft. Let's see if it'll work. Again. If it doesn't work, then I will just be so incredibly like I'll be turned off of doing any of these fast drafts, and I'll just have to like fucking fast draft, I don't know, puppies on my phone or some shit. But no, we'll try doing this. Why is that? Oh, that's why. I was like looking at the thing, but it wasn't live. I'm like, why is it not on the right screen? It's on the right screen. We're good. There's no worries. Yeah, we'll try doing this real quick. I mean, if it doesn't fill in the next like minute or two, or yeah, like it definitely doesn't fill in the next 5 minutes, will be a no. But yeah. I'm not done drafting tonight. I don't want to just enter more slows. So, I may piss away $10 and, equity towards my $100 bet with Rambus. But there are worse things in the world. There are most certainly worse things in the world. Yeah. Actually, let me do that. Pull you out there. Yeah, actually, I need to. I should just make a long X post about Colston Loveland. Because I think that's probably the best way to get people to engage is just make a controversial X post and then listen to people mold. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I need to replug in my computer. Something's fucked up with the cord, and I'm gonna grab some water since I was not expecting to do a fast draft. And I'll be right back. Sorry. Sorry. Alrighty, we're back. Still waiting for 2 people. That's a lie. We're in the draft. Draft starts in 20 seconds. We got the 1.6. And I have my phone ready, so if it crashes on my app, I can at least narrate the picks and make them on my phone. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but alas. These things may happen. All right. So now the good thing about this is now we get to actually talk about the entirety of the draft. So first off, very funny, 11 badges in this room out of 12 people. You'll have to see it. And as per usual, not going to say crazy because I think it's correct, but we're definitely going to make a non-ADP pick, probably here at 6, taking ARSB. Unless this guy passes on. Okay, cool. No, we'll take McCaffrey. Here I was thinking that I was going to be the one that's going crazy, but I get out crazied on the same player. It's like what was happening with Genty earlier in the season. Sure, absolutely. You can have. I'm going to say Brown. I'll take McCaffrey, and just maybe he'll be the RB1 overall in fantasy again. I think that that's certainly possible. And I'm absolutely willing to take him at the 6. So yeah, JSN keeps sliding. I think obviously that's correct. Yeah, this is like pretty close to how I would draft this so far, except I would take CeeDee Lamb over Cook and maybe Taylor. Maybe Genty. Like Genty's definitely early. Saquon at the 11. Yeah. So this is not a receiver friendly room. Let's see what this guy does. Let's see what Mr. No Badge does at the turn. Takes Devon Etienne. And who else we got? What else we doing? Kenneth Walker. Okay. Man, we got wow. We hate receivers here, I guess. That's absurd. James Cook and CeeDee Lamb, that's a pretty nice 1-2. Jonathan Taylor and Justin Jefferson, that's a pretty good 1-2. Wow. Lord, I see what you have given others. Why must you not give it to me? Man, I would love those starts. Man, those starts would be nice. But McCaffrey Bowers is certainly not something that I should be complaining about. We get a running back that really has potential to be the RB1 overall, and we have Bowers. Like this feels pretty reasonable. Feels pretty good. What else feels good is knock knock. The internet being stable for right now. That feels really nice. Yeah, that's crazy that people are just not valuing Lamb and Jefferson. Like, I don't know, guys. Like, maybe good receivers are good to have. I don't know. Another big reach on a player. We got George Pickens here at the 20. Now, I was saying that we were big running back fans here, but the 3 guys to my left are not. They're big wide receiver guys. So we'll see if that continues throughout the draft. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Yes, I've been moving him up the ranks just because like he is that guy. Like I forgot that he was that guy. He's that guy. And I want to have those guys on my team. And especially when those guys had easy schedules to start off the year and just generally easy schedule. Like Detroit had, I remember correctly, has the easy schedule from last year's win total in the league. And he's crushing it in camp. The offense looks like it's going to be humming. The defense is like a little bit better maybe, but still probably going to need to be playing catch up. It's just it's a perfect storm for a lot of these Lions. I'm a little bit more in on JMO than I was beforehand too. I'm just like structurally more in on the Lions than I have been over the past couple of weeks. Like the more I look into it, the more I really do see the optimism for that version of the Lions. It's like where people are with Chicago now is where I think they should be with the Lions, and I think people should be that way with Chicago in a couple of years when they're more matured and ready to go. We're back on the clock when Williams, Neighbors, Love, Kyron, Olave. My ranks say Trey McBride here. I think the double elite tight end thing is probably not correct in this format, so we'll go ahead and grab Rashid Rice. Zay Flowers is another guy that I'm trying to get more indexed on, but it's hard when Rice keeps falling, and I really like Rice as well. So it's all right though. Josh Allen, I. It's a bunch of picks that I'm not fans of. Not fans of. Wow. You're right. Like, yeah, now you guys want to take receivers. I'll say I'm not a huge James Cook guy, but this Cook Lamb Wilson team does not look too bad. Neither does Barkley Henry ETN team. I do struggle to see how this A-Chain Walker guy is going to win me over. Although Trey McBride's probably a good start. Trey McBride in the 4th round is disrespectful. Like, excuse me? Trey McBride in the 4th round is an affront to the game that we play. Like, do people just really not believe in Arizona that much? I might take Trey McBride in the 4th if he comes back to me. Like that would actually be a legitimate thought. But yeah, no. That doesn't happen. Gets taken to 38. Barkley Henry, ETN, McBride. That's a good team right there. I hate to say it. Always hate to be praising my opponent's teams, but sometimes they're good, unfortunately. But yeah. No, if you're just joining, we did a nice 15-minute rant on Colston Loveland, and why he's a bad pick. So if you wanna see that, go to the beginning of the stream or check me out anytime anyone else's stream, because I guarantee you I will be ranting about it there, because I'm hot about it, and I've been hot about it for a little while. Oh dear Lord. Yep, we got an auto pick. Okay, not great. That's kind of annoying. T. Higgins is like probably fine, probably who I would have picked there anyway. But I think, it was like just jumping around again. Damn, that's annoying. It's like frozen, almost. It's like freezing sometimes. I really thought. Here I was being optimistic. Alas, I was not meant to be optimistic. Just, it's fine. Yeah, Christopher, go listen to my rant at the beginning of the stream tonight, because I can't see it. Like, I don't see him being better than Tyler Warren. I don't. If he's a smash, he's going to be a smash because Burton got injured. If he's a smash because Burton got injured, I will accept that. I will accept that. That is the world that we live in. But I think with a healthy Burton, like really taking the Amon-Ra role, a healthy Roman Unze being, in my opinion, better than JMO, Laporta's he's going to get relegated to a role like Laporta had in year 2. And that's fine, but not when we're taking him in, at the 4.1. That's sort of been my thought process on it. Yeah, this is not really a Travion Henderson team. Man, I don't love taking Burton with a groin injury, but he kind of You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. We're still cooking Luther Burden. Or we get Devontae Adams because my fingies ain't fast enough. Maybe that's saving me from myself with the groin injury. But yeah, I definitely didn't want to take Travion there. This is not a Travion team. Oh, pilots in enable. Jesus Christ. No. Miss me with that shit. But no, yeah, like if Loveland is a smash because Luther Burden is injured and he has this excellent target share on a great team that he didn't really earn because of injuries, sure. Like these things happen. He's not a bad player. But he had a worse regular season than Tyler Warren. And Tyler Warren has no target competition at all. Like if his only target competition is Josh Downs, and I love Josh Downs. Josh Downs is a good receiver, but he's not in the same class as Odunze or like of the combination of Odunze and Burden. Like he's just not. And I don't think the Bears offense is going to be that much better than the Colts offense. And the Colts offense, Colts was the number one offense before Daniel Jones got hurt last year. Like I cannot fathom the fact that there's like a round and a half ADP difference between them in BBL. Like I am having to restrain myself from saying that Tyler Warren is a better straight up pick than Loveland, like at the same cost. I think it is close, and I think I may believe that in my heart of hearts, but I'm like not ready to like fully say it with my chest yet. Like I don't get it, man. Yeah, no. If we get more bearish news on Burden, if he's like trending towards being hurt or like having problems week one, I will absolutely be in on Loveland. Like I think you sort of have to be at that point. Right now, I'm going to be in on Darian Price, 10 picks past ADP. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yes. Slow internet being slow internet, but we got the pick in. What we wanted. That feels good. Yeah. No, if Burden is hurt, I'll be taking Loveland, and I'll be taking him at new increased prices. Sure, whatever, that's fine. But man, I really want to see what would have happened or is happening with it if Burden is healthy and like fully ready to go from week one and installed, and because I really do think it would be the Burden and the Doomsday show. But Colston Loveland's not a bad player. And if he's going to get spoon-fed the target share, then great. That's what's going to happen. That's fine. Glad to know that I'm not alone on this. It feels like I am like shouting into the abyss every time I have this Loveland opinion. It's hard for me to find people that agree with me on this, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna continue saying what I believe in. I will not be silenced because people think I'm crazy. I will not. I will be silenced because of injury news, however. That will get me to shut up. But maybe that's part of the reason why I'm being so loud about it right now is I know I may have to change my tune really quickly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stale rankings on Chuba Hubbard. Obviously, every passing day seems to be bad for my boy Chuba Hubbard and good for my other boy Jonathan Brooks, which is kind of cool. Like it would be great to see Jonathan Brooks be out there and be good. No way in hell am I taking Caleb Williams on this team. Maybe he needs to move down. I don't know if I need a running back here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Jaden Reed. If we can get him in the queue, we got him in the queue. Great. Thank Jaden Reed. That feels like a good fourth receiver. And if we get one of those running backs. Man, JCM's been moving up. Holy shit. That's wild. Off of some blurbs. Really? Is there any other reason that JCM should be moving up? from being in the. I'm sure he was in like the 105, 110 range. We got 10 picks off of good blurbs. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. But sure. I guess it is training camp. It is time to overreact to every little bitty piece of news that we get. Tis the season, as they say. Yeah, we're. Oh yeah, Kraft is back week 1, right? Yeah, he got taken off of training camp up, so he should be back week 1. Should be mostly ready to go. In which case, I'm now okay with his price. Pretty telling that it didn't move up at all when it was like fully confirmed that he's going to be back and healthy and fully at it. Yeah, drafting Alec Pierce with all the nonsense that's going on right now. Don't know about that. I don't know about that. I really hope nobody takes RJ Harvey. I'd love to take RJ Harvey here. QJ goes. I don't think I'm going to get any luck with either of these guys taking a quarterback for me, which would be nice. Actually, I don't really care. Like Jonathan Brooks or RJ Harvey actually is probably the same. Because again, my ranks are stale from the Carolina running back situation. So this is not me reaching way down in my actual thought ranks. This is just the rankings that I have uploaded into Underdog being stale. That is something I should get solved for tomorrow. Like I've done the early rounds for the slows. I've sort of been updating it as I go. But if this is gonna like even kind of work, so I mean we had a couple of auto draft picks from like lagginess, but if I'm getting thirsty for a sampling of these, even I should make sure that the full rankings are updated. Because I don't want to be doing that shit. Frankly, that sounds like ass. But no. What do we got? All right, great. Yeah, it's working. Just looking, is there anyone going crazy in the draft? I don't think so. Seems like everyone's being pretty reasonable. Boring! But, yeah. I can't. I can only complain so much. Mason goes, means I am now actually agreeing with the psychic that's like, yeah, it's time. Time to click some quarterback. Now, I was about to say, what happened to Brock Purdy? But he popped up. So if we get either of these top 2 quarterbacks, I will happily take them. So yeah, grab Mahomes, get the skinny stack with Rice. That's perfectly fine. You got to have some correlation on these teams. So I'm happy to take that. I'm curious. I'm curious if Bowers Fannin is like too much capital at the tight end room. I don't think so. I think I would happily take Fannin at my next pick if he's there. He's one of those difference makers at tight end. It's not very many of them, but I think he is probably the last difference maker. Like I don't think anyone is even arguing that. Who's tight end 9? Kittle. Kittle could be a difference maker if he's like healthy and everything. But yeah, I don't think anyone's arguing that Andrews, Ferguson, Kelsey are going to like really be difference makers at this point in their career. They have been at other points, but not right now. I don't think. So you get the last difference maker with Harold Fannin. but I think he went a couple picks after because he's a difference maker. Yeah, I guess this is about where I'm like, yeah, I'd take Diggs. This point in the draft. On the new team, feeling good. Yeah, this is about where I'd happily take him. Aaron Jones. I'm surprised Aaron Jones is like that much higher than Kenny Gainwell. I guess Gainwell doesn't really have like a clear road to being the lead back other than a Bucky injury. Aaron Jones, absolutely could just be the lead back. Even without a George Mason injury, could just be a 1A sort of guy. And instead of very clearly more of a 1B sort of guy in Gainwell. Yeah. So this is my last chance of a guy that may take Kyler. But I don't even think I'd take Kyler over Aaron Jones. I think I'd just take Aaron Jones and hope Kyler comes back. And if Kyler comes back, at that price, I'm really happy to pick him. This guy, I would guess take Kyle Pitts. That would probably be who I would take in this guy's shoes. He's drafting not crazy. I could see him, if he's looking at ADP, I'd assume Kyle Pitts. Takes KC, Concepcion, very reasonable. I will be taking Aaron Jones, the 115th pick. What a strange running back room. McCaffrey, Price, Brooks, Aaron Jones. We have a rookie, and then the three horsemen of the injury apocalypse in very different ways. But if they stay healthy, big if, but if they stay healthy, it's going to be really, really nice. Yeah. Get one of Kyler or Stafford in that quarterback room, hopefully. Hopefully people just keep pushing quarterback. Although we do have a 0 quarterback guy over here, so I'm kind of doubting that's going to happen. Would be nice though. Someone finally takes Kyle Pitts. Praise be. I don't have to do it. I've been in on Kyle Pitts 1 year, and it was last year, and I am ready to be back out again. Very ready to be back out again. It was much more okay when he was a little bit further behind Harold Phantom, but just having to compare Harold Phantom's profile to Kyle Pitts' profile is just almost laughable at this point. So I'm glad that I get to do it less and less and less. So my rankings are saying very clear Jacoby Myers, and I agree with them. I think that if I get Jacoby Myers, I will be very happy. I want Jacoby Myers. Damn, that kind of sucks. Now my ranks are saying Malik Willis. The kick is saying get yourself a tight end. I'm more worried about quarterback drying up than tight end drying up, and I think Malik Willis is a bad football player, but a good fantasy quarterback. So we'll take him, get the good fantasy points, hopefully, and go from there. Well, I like Debo, actually. I could see Debo being right. I'm wondering if the kick is hey, if you take Ferguson or Kelsey or something, then you don't have to take another tight end. If that logic feeds into it. I'm not sure. I would guess it doesn't, but maybe it doesn't. Yeah, those are my pretty clear 1-2 here is Kelsey, Debo. I don't think I'm as worried about the third quarterback. So I may be into a Higgins or a Coker if these guys go. Man. Taking likely over Kelsey. That seems strange to me. Stroud goes. Yeah, people are marching up some quarterbacks. Should probably be marching up some tight ends too. And by some tight ends, I mean exactly Kelsey. The rest of the tight ends are just not really that interesting, especially like everything's going wrong for Chig. Like literally everything's going wrong. Offensive lineman injured, that's bad for Chig. Means it's less likely he's going to consistently be on the field. You know, nothing's coming up Chig's way. So I'll be taking either Debo or Higgins, I think, over Coker. Damn, this guy's pissing me off. Kind of pissing me. Yeah, we'll take Higgins. This will be my first Higgins share. That's kind of cool. It's not often I can say, yeah, this is my first share of this player. Yeah, and the player right behind him, the opposite of it being my first share. It would be my 50th share, it feels like, of Omar Cooper. What is that? 25, I think. No, 22. No, because it'd be 18, so that's 6, 190. Yeah, 25. I have 25 teams with Omar Cooper on them. And it's looking likely I may have another one. I think, obviously, if Audrey falls to me, I will be happy to scoop him up. Scoop up the back that's going to be the biggest thorn in Jeremiah Love's side of all time. That feels pretty good. Not sure if I want to Tucker on this team. I am sure I don't want Chig. Like I don't want Chig into like. I think I'd take Schultz over Chig. I think I'd take Gadsden over Chig. I think I would take Chig over Sadiq though. That's where I'm at with Chig after all of the injury news and stuff. Chig gone. Jawan Johnson, my boy, no. Another one of my boys, no. Taking all my guys from me. Jalen Naylor and Dejan Stribling are the next two by ADP. Neither one of those are going to be my guys. Denzel Boston gone. Psychic is saying it is time to reach for Travis Hunter. I'm saying this is pretty much the last call for a 2 tight end room, and I will answer the call resoundingly with Hunter Henry. And then I will hope that one of the quarterbacks gets back to me, either Rodgers or Geno or Bryce Young. As long as one of them gives it back to me, I'll be happy. Or actually, I wouldn't be super unhappy. I feel like with the 2 early buys, Mendoza's value goes down a little bit. Yeah. So I think I really would prefer either Geno or Rodgers. Unfortunately, I will agree if I get Travis Hunter to come back to me. I will go ahead and pick him. Which is unlikely but possible that Travis Hunter comes back. Yeah, it'll be tough. Travis Hunter versus like Rodgers or Geno. That would be a difficult one, I think, to decide. Because I do really need that third quarterback. I don't think Mahomes Willis is going to gonna cut it. But so it's going to be what, a 3-5-8-2 team. Travis Hunter goes. We don't have to think about it anymore. We're just hoping that one of these 2 quarterbacks makes it back to us. Looks like they will. I'm really hoping it's Rodgers over Geno. Really, really hoping. This is probably our biggest problem child because I'm guessing Boom Shakalaka will take a tight end. That's my hope at least. So Juwan Jennings goes. Go ahead and queue up Aaron Rodgers. If we whiff on Rodgers, I was considering taking Samson, but no, we will just not whiff on Rodgers. So our quarterback room is going to be Holmes, Willis, and Aaron Rodgers. That feels pretty decent. If we can get Marshawn Lloyd into this, running back room, or Sampson or Brian Robinson. Like one more handcuff guy there feels good, and then just like chock full, stuff it with wide receivers, stuff them, and then we'll be done. And I think that'll be it for tonight. I do have to, eventually do this thing called sleep, unfortunately. I was about to say, what? I'm up in 2 picks. I'm not up in 2 picks. No, we do not want we do not want Geno. No. We do not want a 4th quarterback, actually. Get that out of my queue, please. Please get that out of my queue. Okay, if you're please, I'm begging you, work. Okay, we at least have someone ahead of Geno in the queue now. Can we get Geno out of the queue? That is the next step. Is can we say, please, Geno, your services are no longer needed. Okay. Great. I don't need to worry about it because Geno goes. Thank the Lord. Okay. Running backs. Yeah, none I'm super interested in. We'll click Jerry Jeudy. Oh, no, we won't. We'll click Trey Harris. I do like Jerry Jeudy over Trey Harris, but I do have 2 week 11 buys already. So I'll take Trey Harris. I don't dislike Trey Harris. Harris is he's a good guy. He's got decent chance to hopefully be outrunning QJ by the end of the season. But and Jerry Jeudy could just be the Browns wide receiver 1, week 1. But I do need to think about bias a little bit. That is important. Yeah, way overweight on Sadiq now. That needs that ranking needs to go way down with the hernia stuff, especially in this contest. But I think in all contests, really, I think Sadiq is probably not going to be as appealing because these rookie tight ends, they can be rough their first seasons. I mean, they don't have to be. Tyler Warren, pretty good his first season. Colston Loveland was even pretty decent his rookie season, so I've been told. More towards the back end, but for a BBM style contest, that's what you care about. Brother, I'm not taking Jacoby Lane at 187. It's just not happening. I don't understand the Sean Tucker hate. Like, was there like a report or something that I missed? I mean, I can fully understand the not wanting to take the RB3 on the Bucs part of it, but he's shown that he can be really good. Yes, I'm not taking Jacoby Lane at 187 overall. It's just not happening. No, say no to Jacoby Lane in the 16th round. Yeah, I can't. I'm not stomaching Kalani with Price. Love these receivers. So we'll go Sean Tucker. Like, I get it. I understand why other people may not want to click Sean Tucker, but I do. He's shown that he has ceiling, and he's shown that he really can might just have a goal line role in this offense. Like, there weeks these scores a touchdown and catches 2 passes and has 30 yards and has a nice 10-point score that is just possibly flex worthy, and out of a 16th round pick, that's good enough for me. Now, if Jacoby Lane is back in the 17th, I will accept thinking about Jacoby Lane at that point in time. Because I haven't really been tuned into Dolphins training camp to like figure out what's going on with the wide receivers there. But I haven't been like blasted with Malik Washington propaganda. And as much as I'm trying to open up my my mind to all Detroit's players, if I remember correctly, Tesla is running behind a receiver that I've never heard of before. I'm sure that's a lie. I'm sure I've heard of them before, but like my point stands. Where it's like, if Tesla is like not clearly the number 3, I don't want to touch it. Like that was the only reason I was at all interested, was going, oh, okay, it's wide receiver 3 on the Lions. Like if something happens to Laporta or like Jamo or something, like Tesla will be more. But if we're not confident in that, not with a 10-foot pole. Jacoby Lane goes. I can accept Cooper Kupp here. Yeah, who cares about week 11 buys? Like, it's not like a bunch of my more important players. Not like my most important players, but week 11 buys. Yeah, we'll have to pray a little bit during week 11, but yeah. So my hope is that Malik Washington comes back. If he doesn't, I'll take Rashad Bateman. Because as much as Jacoby Lane's been impressing in camp, Rashad Bateman probably still like he's getting talked about like Zay as like just a entrenched part of the offense. So he goes. I will say I would love Helani if Helani was someone different. Like if I didn't have Price, Helani would be so good here. Even with all of the week 11 buy stuff. But I don't feel particularly strongly about holding hands and cucking in this contest. I do feel strongly. I feel strongly that it kind of sucks dick. So, yeah. Jacoby Brissett not getting drafted is very funny. Jalen Noel and Tyquan Thornton have had news move against them. I've gotten my like Kevontae Turpin stuff settled. I'm curious if there's any thought to grabbing Katron Allen here. Or like Seth McGowan. I think Katron Allen is still above Seth McGowan. And like he's been getting really, really good news out of camp. And I have 4 receivers on even through the week 11 bye. So it'll be fine. And Rice is good. Like we're hoping that Higgins and Trey Harris like pop more at the end of the season. Yeah. I think it'll be fine. That right there is a good team. If only we had better internet and everything else go with it. But no, that was great. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I am also being reminded that I think I made the right decision by not doing, another 50 of these fast drafts with how everything's been going. I cannot imagine that there has been anything positive in Miami going on. I need to reach out to Trev about this, as a South Florida native, get the in-depth scoop. But I cannot imagine there's any good vibes coming out of this team. Like the team just seems awful. The vibes seem awful. Like everything just seems bad. So yeah, this is not surprising. So I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be taken. Freaking, what's his name? Malik Washington. I don't need to be taking him. I don't need that shit in my life. But yeah, I think that'll be it for me for tonight. Get to bed nice and early. And so I will. Oh wait, that's not true, because I think while I did that, some more slows opened up. So yes, so let me do these slows. I'll be back in the morning sometime. maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern would be the hope after I make these picks. So we got Javonte and we get Brees Hall as well. 3-headed monster to start off this eliminator. I have to take Puka at 4 overall. You just got to do it. And it feels pretty good. The 3.8, we started Amon-Ra, Bowers, Kick says ETN. Yeah, are we scared? We're scared about this stuff. I think I'll be scared for one more day about this Josh Jacobs stuff. In the morning, we will stop being scared about Josh Jacobs scoring unless more news comes out. But for night, I will continue to be scared. Yeah, just keep on slamming London. Good to see you here, MacNova. Always appreciate you stopping by. Much appreciated, sir. Here we got Drake London. And we'll get another Bowers team, almost certainly. Yeah, it's looking like I'm getting a lot of this Amon-Ra Bowers start, and I am not complaining. That's really nice. But yeah, now that we've done that, now we should be done. Done for the night. I'll see y'all back in the morning at around 10 o'clock for a nice short. And yeah, see you then. Bye-bye, guys.